knew, but we didn't know.
This don't happen here. This don't happen here.
We imagined what the pain might feel like, but not how deep or for how long.
It just breaks my heart that this is going on in Nashville.
We welcome a new day, but can't keep that day from creeping back into our consciousness.
Monday was like just a totally devastating day.
Now we know, and now we know a new reality. It happened here.
It has been 4 long days since our community was forever changed.
You know, these passing hours and days, as long as they can be, they don't make the heartbreak of what happened at the Covenant School really go away. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Carrie Sharp. It really is a nightmare scenario that we have seen and heard about in other cities, a person going on a shooting spree inside a school. Now, it happened here. And I think over the past few days, we have all experienced a range of emotions from this: disbelief, grief, anger even.
Yeah, all over the spectrum, and especially if, like you and I, had gone out there, we went out there, and you see that beautiful memorial, which every day grows larger and larger, a way for people to express their grief.
That's right. And you know, as it grows, people just stand there, they pray, they think. A lot of people just wanting to be near this site,
right,
and reflect.
No doubt. But get this, here's the good news. Along with that heartbreak, we really saw so much hope. And tonight we're going to share those stories with you.
First and foremost, we want to tell you more about the 6 people that we are mourning, but also honor and celebrate their lives.
9-year-old Hallie Scruggs. Her father is the lead pastor at the Covenant Church. Hallie was the youngest of the 4 Scruggs kids, described as a spirited little sister with a bunch of big brothers, and she knew how to hold her own. Friends say Hallie loved unicorns and ninjas, soccer, basketball. She was adventurous with a spunky spirit. A family friend writes, she loved her entire family and they all loved her. Above all, she loved Jesus, and we know he is holding her now. Evelyn Dickhouse, also 9. She had a brilliant mind and creative spirit, loved crafting, drawing, composing her own songs. Evelyn's described as a caregiver to her core, hoping to be an occupational therapist when she grew up, just like her mother. She had a calm confidence with a servant's heart and earnest love for the Lord. Evelyn's best friend, her big sister, Eleanor. Evelyn's family and the people who knew her say she was a shining light in this world, a radiant, sparkly soul with an ever-present twinkle in her eye.
She was a shining light. She was loved by so many people, and so now she's going to be missed by so many people. Evelyn made an impact on this world, and she will continue to.
The third 9-year-old victim, William Will Kenny. Friends of the Kenny family say Will had an unflappable spirit. He was unfailingly kind, gentle when the situation called for it, quick to laugh, and always inclusive of others. He loved his sisters, adored his parents, grandparents, aunts, and uncles, and was always excited to host friends of every age. On Monday night, some who knew his family tied red ribbons onto fencing at Haley Field. This past Saturday, Will played his first baseball game there with the Grieve Hall 10 and under Reds. Red ribbons and bows appearing not only there, but on homes and fences across Nashville, a symbol of remembrance for all 6 victims.
We have been working to gather interviews, talk to those who loved these children, but at the same time, we just want to be respectful of the family's privacy as well, and we have been very observant of that.
Including, in coming days, some of the funerals.
That's right.
Just give them their time to mourn.
It's the least we can do. You know, these children were just expecting to go to school on Monday to learn and to play.
Teachers and staff also just going into work, ready to begin a new week with their kids. 3 of them never came home, Carrie.
Cynthia Peak, who went by Cindy, arrived at work on Monday as a substitute teacher. The wife, mother of 3, and grandmother of 4, was a lifelong teacher, having previously taught at Christ Presbyterian Academy. Governor Bill Lee said his wife Maria was best friends with Cindy, and they were supposed to even have dinner together that very evening. Last night, Cindy was honored with a sunset walk through her neighborhood. It's something she often did with her husband, who said it has been humbling to see the impact that Cindy left behind.
I hold on to what I know is the truth, and that is that my wife loved Jesus. She loved kids. She died doing what she loved, and that beyond a shadow of a doubt, I know that she was protecting those kids, beyond a shadow of a doubt, and I want everybody here to know that.
That's right. Michael Hill was a beloved custodian at the Covenant School. Kids there knew him as Big Mike. He worked at the school for more than a decade. His family expressed how grateful they are that Michael was beloved by the faculty and students who filled him with joy for 14 years. Outside of work, he loved to cook and spend time with his family, and it was a big one. He was a father of 7 and a grandfather of 14. Friends write that Michael always went above and beyond in whatever he did. Michael lived to serve, and he did that until his very last day. And Catherine Kuntz was the headmaster of the Covenant School. We spoke to one of Catherine's former students who said her personality was as bright as the colors that she would wear in her outfit, and that she was a true servant of people. That was on display Monday when police say she confronted the shooter. Like Cindy Peak, she previously worked at Christ Presbyterian Academy. An educator for 23 years, we're told Catherine was a champion of students and made sure that no child was left behind.
Graduating was important. Opportunities are important. And she made, and again, I'm representing a lot of people when I say she pulled us across the finish line, oftentimes after we quit.
As the days go by and funerals take place, we are sure to learn more about each of these victims and how they uniquely contributed to our community.
Exceptional people. On Wednesday, you know, the city held a candlelight vigil open to all to remember and show support. Our Jason Lamb was there.
Come up just a tiny bit.
There are those who arrive at a hometown vigil.
Thanks for coming out, guys.
And then there are those who arrive early.
And you hear like the music and they're either doing the sound checking.
And on vacation.
Just enjoying spring break, and this is just something that's important to us, so we want to be able to incorporate that as part of it.
Test 1.
But after a day from hell.
It was like mind-blowing. Like Monday was like just a totally like devastating day.
It was time to honor angels.
Come to me now. Lay your hands over me.
Let us never forget their names. Evelyn Dykes, Haley Scruggs, William Kinney, Cynthia Peak, Catherine Kuntz, and Mike Hill.
I don't know how to even explain it. It's just like taking it all in. There really aren't words to really explain.
How many do you need?
3, please.
We grapple with a burning question.
You're just going to want to put your hand right around it.
Why?
Everything is going to be the way you think it ought to be.
As the face of this city takes one deep, collective breath.
We can be part of something and all come together and fight the hate that's around here sometimes.
May you too be strong as we face the coming days.
Tonight, there are those at a hometown vigil who now understand what the covenant really means.
A covenant is a promise, and the Green Hills and greater community of Nashville has already made one. A promise to stand with one another during this time and hold space in our hearts for our grief and our hope. Thank you.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
With photojournalist Jim Garby, Jason Lamb, News Channel 5.
I was honored to be at that vigil that night, and I can tell you, there's a saying, there's strength in numbers. There was strength that night just by standing shoulder to shoulder with members, strangers in our community, and just feeling that grief and also looking future towards healing.
We've honored these 6 and they deserve it, but we also want to remember their bravery. We know that Catherine Kuntz confronted the shooter at the school. There's no doubt Michael and Cindy, they did everything they could to prevent more loss of life. True heroes. So are the other teachers and staff who immediately went into action. The Covenant School did have an emergency plan in place. They did everything right. We saw so many other heroes this week, and our Amy Watson has a look at just a few of them.
I'm making entry on the front side.
The bravest of our heroes were the 5 officers who stormed the school, rushing into danger.
They're upstairs.
Hey.
The body camera footage shows the pure self-sacrifice.
I need 3.
None of them knew what they'd run into behind each door.
Let's go.
Or in each hallway, on a mission to protect and serve.
These officers, we train that when we respond to a situation like this, and God forbid, we was hoping we would never have to, but they did. And they immediately went in. They found the threat. You're here on the body on camera video where
With me.
The suspect is actually firing the weapon when they address him and actually mitigate the threat.
Our next heroes are the school bus drivers who drove into the emergency and loaded up the young survivors and moved them towards their reunion with their parents.
We go into mama mode, daddy mode. You start feeling the love, like they're your own kids.
They buried their emotions to offer a sense of safety and normalcy to the frightened little ones.
Kids like sitting right behind me, and they started crying. And I turned around and I said, everything's gonna be okay now, you're on the bus.
My kids started singing "The Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round." We really couldn't be fearful at that moment. We couldn't really think of what's going on over there.
We're still not believing that it's real.
Nashville's religious community members are also heroes. Pastors from all over Nashville offered their sanctuaries, first for the survivors and parents, a safe place of reunification. They've held vigils and remembrance ceremonies and offered words of comfort to our grieving community.
I think the thing that's most needed right now is that we have each other. I think a lot of times it's not so much what we say, it's just being present with each other. Nobody has the answers to this. When the whole city goes through a situation like this, we've got to lean on each other more than we ever have before.
Along with police, fire, and paramedics, the Metro Police Chaplain Division also rushed to the scene. 13 faith leaders were dispatched to comfort families waiting to see their children and console officers at the scene. A few, including Sergeant Andrew Ivey, who leads the team, had the most important task of all.
Myself and a volunteer chaplain were at Vanderbilt with the parents who had lost children.
I know with your line of work you've had to do a lot of death notices, but I can't fathom what Monday must have been like for you.
It was extremely difficult. I mean, it really is. It's always hard when a parent loses a child, and this was an especially difficult situation.
And finally, you.
This don't happen here. This don't happen here.
Our community has wrapped its arms around the victims' families to support them in every way possible. People have gathered during vigils and walks through town. They've tied ribbons around their homes and in their neighborhoods. And of course, have added to the ever-growing memorial outside of the Covenant Church. To all of these heroes and the countless others we've seen this week, thank you. Amy Watson, News Channel 5.
Rory, you and I have looked at each other several times this week and say, I couldn't do that job. There's no way. They are heroes.
They protected those kids best they could. And the composure was remarkable.
It really is. We're all given different talents,
Yeah.
and we saw that on display. First responders commended teachers and staff for their amazing composure. They were really the first responders. Teachers stayed with their students for some 5 hours after the shooting as they waited to be reunited with their parents. It was a slow, deliberate process, and they showed incredible strength.
It can be very hard to keep it together. And what I saw firsthand on Monday was the fact that these teachers and these faculty and staff from the school were putting on a brave face for the kids because they wanted to support the kids more than anything.
Pippa, the therapy dog, and Rachel Pritchett with Daystar Counseling Ministries were also there to comfort these kids. We just want to thank our first responders, EMS workers, dispatchers, hospital staffers, and of course, all of the law enforcement on scene and also working behind the scenes. Metro Police identified 2 of them, Officer Rex Engelbert, a 4-year veteran of the force, and Michael Colazzo, a 9-year veteran. We know from officials it was a 5-member team that breached the school and ran straight towards danger. We have asked the department for the names of the 3 other law enforcement officers, but for now, they are only releasing the identities of the 2 men who engaged the shooter. Rory, we also have a hero who is part of the NewsChannel 5 family.
That's right. Like many of us, our Hannah McDonald has a personal connection to the tragedy. She showed incredible composure and courage while reporting on what was unfolding, all while knowing her mother-in-law was at that school when it all began. Her family reflects, coming up next. You know, we have learned this week more about the Covenant community. It is small, Carrie, but mighty.
Oh, certainly so. And the family of our friend and NewsChannel 5 reporter Hannah McDonald is part of it. We want to share with you their moments of reflection.
She's had many different hats at the Covenant School.
Diana Apple, my amazing mother-in-law, is devoted to her people. Her daughter Emily and her son Alex, my husband. They love that about their mom.
There's the family you choose and the family you're given, and that's the family she's chosen.
The Covenant School in Green Hills, where a heartless shooter took 6 precious lives on Monday, is the school where Diana works. She works at the front desk. It is her responsibility to buzz people into the building.
Like, Mom is just too upset, and she doesn't like to talk on camera, but we want to share Covenant's story because it is a kind and gentle community that people need to know.
You could fit the whole school in one page.
We thumbed through their mom's 2003 yearbook today and reflected.
Here's Mom.
Diana's worked there since the school opened in 2001.
She's chosen to get up every day and go there for 22 years, and I don't think it's ever gotten old for her.
Diana stepped out for a break minutes before the mass shooting. She got back just as police were charging into the building where faith matters more than anything.
Like, somebody sent an email to my mom and everyone else that said, like, sun rose today and God woke up and he still loved us. And that's what it's like.
These black and white photos capture the past. For my mother-in-law, her coworkers, the students, and their families, my family hopes there are many more days to come.
I just hope the school reopens and flourishes in whatever capacity that it can, because that's where the people like Mom and everybody else that works there and goes there, that's where they want to be.
Hannah McDonald, NewsChannel 5.
We're all in awe of how Hannah handled herself. I can't imagine the circumstances.
She gave us intimate knowledge that was so needed at the onset of that to understand what was happening and to tell this story. And I spoke to her about it later because I just said, you did an incredible job. And she said, you know, once I got through the shock, I just looked at it as a service, and that's what we do. She was able to provide a service, a calm voice, a clear voice to this community, and it was needed in those moments of chaos.
No doubt about it.
You know, during times like this, even for the seasoned Christian, this can really try a person's faith.
Yeah.
And this was a private Christian school. And during times like this, a lot of people will say, where was God? Earlier this week, I spoke to a friend of mine who is a pastor at the Journey Church in Lebanon. His name is Eric Reed, and he has buried a child. He knows what this suffering journey is like, and this is what he shared with me.
And I think that's where just a lot of people are right at this moment across the city, just saying, I need to make it through this next moment.
One of the things that we talk a lot about is we just need grace for today.
Yeah.
You know, the way that those families are going to be able to take another step is God's going to sustain them today, this moment, not tomorrow's moments, not next week's moments, but today's moments. And I can speak like that as somebody who knows that that's true.
And maybe that's what we all pray for right now. It's just that daily bread for these families.
No doubt, you know, and whether it's a pastor or a counselor, it really can be helpful, folks, in times like these to talk with someone, anyone, about how you're feeling. We want to let you know you can find resources to help with that on our website. Go to newschannel5.com/notalone. You can search for a therapist by zip code. You can try a free 15-minute counseling session. Also find mental health services that do not require insurance. And we reiterate this all the time in our newscasts when necessary. If you're in a crisis, remember just 3 numbers to dial now. 988. You will be connected to trained professionals with the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. We'll be right back. Six empty classroom chairs sit on the corner of Gallatin Pike and Hart Lane tonight. And our chief photographer, Mike Rose, spoke with Liberty Collegiate Academy principal Chelsea Williams about this visual and moving tribute.
These are 6 chairs that will remain empty, and those spots can never be filled. And we wanted to make sure we showed our support during this time, because when we go through this tragedy as one school, we go through it as an entire world of education. As my team was helping me build out this tribute and attaching the balloons, they said people were stopping, honking, waving, and it just really puts a lot of things into perspective about all the things that educators have to think about as they're educating children.
How are you doing?
I think it's a lot to think about, you know, when it happens at one school, it can happen to any school. If this occurs at my school, do I have everything set in place to make sure my teachers and scholars are safe and that 100% of people who come into this building get to go home to their families?
Beautiful. And 9 miles from the Covenant School, a Metro Middle School, adding to a memorial that's been there for a while. Every post in this fence by the school represents one life lost in a school shooting. Each heart represents a particular event. This memorial at Margaret Allen Middle actually dates back to 1999 when it was created to honor victims of Columbine. A reminder that the conversation about guns in America and mental health, it's been going on, Carrie, for decades.
Yesterday, students, some not even old enough to vote, made an emotional plea on Tennessee's Capitol Hill. They want to see lawmakers pass bipartisan gun reform. At Martin Luther King Jr. Magnet School, a quiet call for peace and for change written in chalk on the sidewalk.
We stand together. It's very important that we do that, because if we stand together, our voices are louder.
Now, as we try to heal even after experiencing something so evil, we have to remember the good in this community.
So much of that good has been on display over the past few days, from the strangers bringing food to first responders, to kids taking pen to paper, to thank the officers who bravely responded to the scene. Cards of support and encouragement are being gathered right now at Magpies inside the Westgate Shopping Center.
The Covenant School colors, red and black, have been used to show support in ribbons and bows tied to fences, doors, and mailboxes. Donations are also being made, coming from all over the world. GoFundMe pages have been created for almost all of the 6 who have lost their lives on Monday, and you can find those links on our website, or you can donate to the Community Foundation of Middle Tennessee's Caring for Covenant Fund. All of these proceeds will go straight to the victims' families. For more information, just head to our website, newschannel5.com.
And we thank you for your donations. So generous, our neighbors. Well, March 27, 2023, now a date, sadly, we won't forget. The terror that took place really is something we never thought could happen here, but it did. And we're here with you. We're going to make sure the stories of the victims, survivors, and heroes will be told and not forgotten.
It doesn't end here. We will keep telling these stories and checking in on our community. We do want to say their names one more time: Evelyn Dickhouse, Hallie Scruggs, and Will Kinney.
Cindy Peak, Catherine Kuntz, and Michael Hill. Good night.